Council. It's my pleasure to introduce your Mayor, Bill Manton.
Thank you all. Welcome to Methuen. Welcome, Congresswoman. It's wonderful to have her here again. She is a great partner, as Brian said. We're deeply grateful for the work she does for Methuen. She's been active and has brought a lot of money into this community. She's invested in Methuen, and I'd just like to take this opportunity to say thank you, Congresswoman, because you've done a wonderful job. I would like to say thank you to Coley Ryan and the boys here at the Irish Cottage. This is a wonderful new business in Methuen. We're happy to be able to take advantage of his hospitality today. Thank you, Coley. Before I bring up State Senator Steve Medore, let me take just a moment to introduce some of the elected officials that are here with us today. From the Methuen City Council, we have Steve Zani. Steve, thank you. We have our State Representative, Linda Dean Campbell. We have newly elected Vice Chair of the Methuen City Council, Gene Papalato. We have our Councilor at Large, Jennifer Canan. From the Methuen School Committee, we have Barbara Grandine. From the Vocational School Board, we have Tom Grandine. We have newly elected City Councilor at Large, Joyce Campagnon. And I would be remiss, I don't know what category he falls into. Let's just say we'd like to keep him retired, Jim Jajuga. And from the Merrimack Valley Planning Agency, the former mayor of Methuen, my good friend, the executive director, Dennis Zazoglio. With that, I would like to bring up somebody that we're fortunate to have serving in the State Senate, the Chairman of Transportation and a key driver in this project, somebody that's my friend and a friend to the City of Methuen, State Senator Steve Medore.
Thank you very much, Mayor. And I want to begin by thanking the Mayor for his leadership on this issue. This is a critical economic development, public safety issue, not just for the City of Methuen, but really for the entire Merrimack Valley. And what I mean by that is Greater Lowell, Greater Lawrence, Greater Methuen, Greater Haverhill, and really all the way through New Hampshire. This will alleviate an enormous backlog in a public safety concern that's been here for a generation now. So I'm so happy to be here. Coley, it's wonderful to be at the Irish Cottage. I know somewhere it's 3 p.m., maybe Ireland, so the beer is flowing. I'm sure before the end of this event, the beer will be flowing as well. But Coley has been the leader of the neighborhood task force. It's really worked terrifically well with Mass Highway to really make sure that this project stays on track. And Coley, we want to thank you for your leadership. I especially want to thank, and I know the administrator will be speaking soon. The new administrator, I love this. This is the first time I've seen a check to the new Massachusetts Department of Transportation, which was an effort that the legislature started and really reformed the way we deliver transportation services here in the Commonwealth. And it's nice to see those efforts taking place here in Methuen. So all of the employees of the former Mass Highway Department, I want to thank all the great work that you've done on this project as well. And no one really has been more of a supporter, someone who really hit the ground running than our Congresswoman Nikki Tsongas. From the very beginning of her tenure in Congress, she really grasped and understood the importance of fixing this rotary, not only again from a public safety perspective, but really from an economic perspective, an economic development perspective, and a quality of life perspective for so many people who travel through this intersection. As many of you do, I think travel through might be sort of a stretch, because I think it's more sitting through the congestion and the traffic that it's caused. And Nikki has really picked up the ball. And any time we've called her, whether it's been for the Rotary, for projects here in Methuen or the entire Merrimack Valley, she has done an outstanding job. And we were so lucky to have her, because she understands that part of the role of being a United States Congresswoman, the national issues clearly take precedent. But Nikki has never forgotten that what really matters is delivering back home to the district and paying attention and focusing on what matters to the people who she represents. And she has done an outstanding job. And the fact that we have 900,000 reasons to say thank you this morning for her great effort. And this will go a long way in adopting some of the short-term fixes. And I've been reading in the Eagle Tribune some of the comments about, just get this thing done, just fix it, just do it now, what's the big deal? This will be one of the biggest projects in the Commonwealth as this project moves forward. This is a massive undertaking that will take time to fix, but we are lucky to have the federal support by the Congresswoman, and again, I want to thank her for her leadership, and I want to bring her up because she deserves, and before I do that, we have been lucky from a legislative delegation to work with both Representative Linda D. Campbell, who was here, and Representative Barbara Italian, who wanted to be here. We are very fortunate to have a great team approach to governing here in the Valley, and that not only from the local level, but all the way up to the federal level, whether it's Congresswoman Tsongas, Senator Kerry, soon to be, we know who we like to be the next United States Senator, but we're not going to make this to a political event. But we are very fortunate on that front, and I can tell you the same goes true in Lowell, whether we're Senator Pangiatakis, Representative Geary, the entire Greater Lowell delegation has really worked very well with us in the Merrimack Valley to make sure that this project gets the priority that it's getting today. So Senator Pangiatakis, Senator Tucker from Dracut, and the entire House delegation from this area, this is an example of when we all work together, what we can accomplish, and good things happen when we all work together. Put aside our disagreements, put aside the fights of the day, but when we really get down to what matters in people's lives, we deliver things like today. So Nikki, honored to bring you up. 900,000 reasons to say thank you, and let's give her 900,000 rounds of applause.
Thank you. I have to say this is one of the more pleasant aspects of this most remarkable job that I hold, and I want to thank Steve Majora for his kind introduction and for all his very successful work at streamlining and reforming the delivery of transportation services in this Commonwealth. We're fortunate to have his great leadership, and I've also been very honored, and over the past several years of my service, to come to know Mayor Manzi and the members of the Methuen City Council, all of whom I think serve their community so well. And as Steve said, none of this could happen without the kind of partnership at the various levels of government. And also to thank Holy Ryan for hosting us. It's a remarkable